the legislation. But this time around, I think Nigerians are lucky. Presently, a man that has the capacity and capability in the person of Godswill Akpabio, a man who have tasted from the executive, tasted either as a commissioner at the time, special assistant at the time, later became governor in the executive club. Today is in the legislature as a second timer. Don't forget, moreover, we are having a President Bola Tinubu who was a senator, who has been it, who also have a senator as his better half as a wife. And that is why he has given them free hand. And he's not a dictator. So it's a situation where you are not a dictator. You allow things to go the normal way. Like my friend referred to some of the actions of the former president. Senator, who was a Senate chairman committee of banking in 1992 during the military era. So you have seen it all. He has the capacity. So that's why I align with my Uncle Sam here, that we should always consider capacity and capability in whatever we are doing.
All right.
You don't allow people to reason for you, like we all see, doing that we witnessed, we also in local palace. So you can't reason for him. And I believe we will not have problem or quarrel between the legislature or the executive arm.
And Samuel, Yohana, all of this, how would it also resonate with you?
Yes, for the executive, I think the capacity is there and they're equal to the task. Like he said, he asked for the job, yes, and he cannot complain. For the judiciary, honestly, there's a lot of reform that has to be done there because there are still issues there.
To still go through legislation.
Yes, and like the Folorunso said, the legislation stands out. The box stops on their desk because they make the laws. Both the executive and judiciary, that's what empowers them.
Whether execute or interpret.
If you have a vibrant legislature, I tell you, all this hulubalu the executive does, they'll be able to tame them.
All right.
But you see, there are issues. In the upper house, it's still not too stable, the Senate.
Yes. Yeah.
I think there are still some frictions there that maybe it will take time before
it will level out. Okay.
For the House of Reps, I think the Speaker has been able to put them together and they're moving together for now.
All right.
We never can tell what will happen in the future because these guys.
Okay, yes. There's still one other naughty issue that we also need to look at. In the process of all of this, so many people lost injuries, whether real or imagined, most especially the Southeast. And one naughty area that has been Southeast is the issue of IPOB. That, of course, the court has said the government, they have dispensed with the fact that the government labeled them a terrorist.
They've been proscribed by the government.
That it was an illegal act, and the court 2 days ago said the IPOB should not be proscribed.
There's a judgment.
Yes, there's a judgment 2 days ago. That's on one hand. That's
to appeal that judgment.
Yes,
and
yes. That's not what I want to dwell on, but the fact that at the center of Michael Akatu.
Well, you know me very well, and you know why you call me the controversial one. First and foremost, Nnamdi Kanu was a creation of Buhari's tyranny and oppression. That is just the plain truth. Nnamdi Kanu has virtually abused good luck, abused everybody till Buhari took over. And Buhari decided to deal with him when he came to Nigeria. And that was when this guy got the prominence. And all the illegal detentions, all the stigmatization of the Southeast that followed after Nnamdi Kanu. If I were Tinubu, I would get Southeast Elder, Niger Delta, took good luck, took James Ibori and said, let's go to the creeks. Let's talk to the likes of Asari Dokubo, Tom Polo, and the rest. And I'm giving you from now, repent, and we will look into your problems. They sat together, and like a father, he addressed their issue.
Okay.
This guy did the same thing when Buhari left. The other vice president, Sibanjo, he went and met Tom Polo. Tom Polo said, okay, my father, and they were resolved. Now, this man is a man of the street, man of the people, Mr. Tinubu. So if he has good ideas, you, all of you said he's a man of capacity, he's a man that thinks for himself. For me, I'm just, so now, if I were him, I would take the bold step. I'll go and meet this young man. Look, I want to set you free. Let us talk.
Okay,
I
Folorunso.
think, like the rally said, most of the time, what would I do? The truth of the matter is, certainly, Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem of Nigeria. When you look it front and back, there's nothing special. Nnamdi Kanu is not the problem. It's not the cause of the naira fall. It's not the problem of. It's not the problem of the economic hardship. Neither is it the problem of inability to sleep in Marabarido or Kudende. So the truth of the matter, if I were Tinubu, I would have just said, gentlemen, let us sit. What is the problem? And Tinubu have started because he did not hide it while he was campaigning. When he visited Chief Emmanuel Iwanyan, the leader of Wanese, he told him, he said, Papa, engineer, I am your boy. I remember, he said it in Owerri, no, in Ikeduru, in his village. He said, I remember when I was carrying your bag and late MK Abiola. And Iwanyan have repeated it on 2-3 occasions on Arise TV, that Tinubu is his boy, is his brother. You understand? And that was why
So
he came
what
out.
would you do?
He has
Time.
last week
What
he
would
said
you do?
the IPOB should embrace a 40-day ceasefire. At the end of the 40 days,
Folorunso, what will you do?
I will release him at the end of the 40 days. And 10
Okay,
days
let's
have
go
gone.
to Samuel.
So in 30 days time, I will
What would
release
you
him.
do?
If I was we want to release your son, but we're all aware of what he was doing before he was arrested. Ted, and let him give us our own that we'll start with. Because certainly, if that's that rubbish, and let him call that Simon Ogba in Finland, Simon Ekpa, to stop that thing he's doing.
Invisible.
Has told EPA to also say he has his freedom.
They are not like Nigeria, where you just go and
Yes.
arrest somebody and you gulagged him. No. And let's accept the fact there was a problem, and that was
He's
why
a citizen
people
of
like
Finland.
Kanu, that was why that system, the problem, gave vent to people like Kanu.
Yeah, but we're trying to resolve the problem now.
And that is why the way I get the elders. And no, you see, first of all,
We have to assuage some of the
you have
problems.
to exactly
We have to assuage some of the problems.
assuage some of the problems. Whether you want it or
He
not,
will be released. I
did a research. Right from 20 to, in short,
We cannot
since
hide
the
from the
advent
fact
of this democracy, the most peaceful place, when we talk
They have
not
decided.
crime, not the most peaceful region was the southeast till 2022. Not in terms
Not
of
in crime,
crime,
but maybe
insurgency.
not in violence, crime.
Yeah,
I mean,
insurgency.
yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
It was the most peaceful. Are you getting it?
Yeah. I
did
can
the research.
attest to that.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
Now something triggered that violence.
And that thing must be solved and resolved.
all right.
Over.
809 799 1989.
It's resolvable.
Let's take some calls. 0809 799. Oh, sorry. 0809 799 1989 and 0809 46462. So the conversation this evening. The program is Ground Zero, coming to you on Procyon Radio and Television. And also for those listening to us via terrestrial, you can get us on Invicta 98.9 FM. Our first caller this evening. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm Awusko from Nasarawa.
All right, Awusko, you are welcome.
You're doing a nice job, brother.
Thank you so very much, sir.
You see, rather the Supreme Court has dispensed the case at the court, okay, and you ask what next? I want Tinubu to hit the ground running. First, in the area of security. We have to deal with this bandit, deal with this kidnapper, so that Nigerians can rest and sleep with 2 eyes
Thank you so very much, Amusko, for stopping by this evening as we take our next caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Good evening. All right, Comrade Gabriel.
Your days are putting the mind from millions of Nigerians, and this program is the program that many of us does not miss the program. In fact, as I'm listening to you, I need to listen to this program.
Wow.
So thank you very much for giving us this program.
Thank you so very much.
What I wanted to say is that if Tinubu will listen, and he agreed to say when he came back from overseas that he will make sure Nigeria is a productive production state, not important. So a lot of people noted that close down, like the refineries, let's holding them back. Because once the refinery are being revived and they are working, I'm definitely sure the issue of the dollar price hike will come down. Two, I also pleaded that with him that let him look into the issue of exile, 150 of them. They have been closed to and two, with Ghana Exile Limited, and I also am a part of it. That 21 years now, nobody has told us I have a record of 480 that died. People should listen and also make sure that this issue is being resolved. I'm clear with him that the only thing they will do, like last time they say, 21 states owe 719 billion pensions of workers. Let them pay them now, because all we are after is that say the Supreme Court has given him the mandate now. Let him make your issue. If all this money being posted to Panaki here and here, if they can use that money to revive most of this industry, I think Nigeria is going to be a place to smile.
Okay.
I pray seriously that your program to continue. Please, it is.
Yes.
We in the Tendai not the Canadian that if I'm not going to the Tendai today, I'm definitely sure they will not be happy with it. You know, as you say.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so very much, Comrade Gabriel, for stopping by this evening as we pick our next caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Hello, good evening, and welcome. We lost that call. Once you get connected, just go straight to tell us. Just don't attempt to listen to radio and talk at the same time. You may get a little bit confused. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Ehis.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling us? All right, Ibrahim, you're welcome.
Has done their own game. Now they have affirmed Tinubu as the winner. Now what they have to do? This is a way forward for us now to continue with our access to life.
Yeah, we are listening.
What I'm saying here is essence is this. Now it's high time for Mr. Tinubu, our president, to keep the ground running.
Okay.
How is he going to make it?
Yeah.
The way forward is not another thing that is to bring all the political agenda together. Let their own output. What do they have in mind? If they are people want to be there, this is time for us now to come together and build this country. One and for us. Because why? We cannot continue to go in this way and Nigeria will be very redundant. No, our youth, we need to re-energize them because we are not listening. Finally, I would like to call all the youth and all the young families, please, Kaduna is highly a place to be. Now, every zone in this country is not safe. No place is not in the situation. Every place there is secure. You nobody will be secure until every part of the country is secure. If this thing is going to play, I believe that the industrialists of abroad and home, everybody will come over the way. We are going to revive Kaduna in the way it's going. Because I only like one thing center for all that always comes so that he wants center to be revived. Why? That is the way forward. Nigeria, what will help us, and we are going to see a good Nigeria in this transition.
All right.
All
right. Thank you so very much for stopping by this evening as we pick our next caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the program. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Sonny must be speaking.
All right, Sonny must be.
Yes, what next? What Atiku will be another contestant and other political parties should put down their swords, make everybody come together for the purpose of moving our great nation forward. All they put together salvage our great country, Nigeria. No, it is not yet whole.
Okay.
Yet, yes.
Yeah.
Tinubu should step up and do the due diligence, fixing the economy, check the problem of insecurity, let Tinubu run all inclusive government. That is government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
Yeah.
Not like that of the very idealistic system of government. Government of the few. Involving only friends, relatives, and religion and tribes. That will never go well for the country.
All right.
Thank you. That's my own thing.
Thank you so much, Sonny B. As we take our last call for this evening. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Ground Zero. Sorry, the call is so bad, we can't hear you. Maybe you need to call us back. Well, we have to come back to the studio now and take our parting shots because we are actually running out of time. I want to start from Samuel Yohana as we leave the studio this morning. What will be your this evening? What will be your parting shots?
I'll respond to one or two questions from our callers.
Yeah.
You see, we need to get the economy back in shape. I'm glad, as of this afternoon, the naira has started appreciating against the dollar, because if the economy is bad, unemployment will continue to be increased. It's a recipe for anarchy. When people are not employed, they're not engaged, they don't know what to do. Most of the teaming used to be hard. So the president should carry everybody along. Once you have the capacity, you should bring you on board, and let's see how we get ourselves. We know it will take time to get ourselves out of this quagmire, but it's doable. So he has hit the ground run right from day one. So all he does need is to increase the speed of what he's doing. And I'm sure in the next 2, 3, 4 years, things will have improved.
Okay.
Very well.
Folorunso.
My parting shot is that the followers, that is the club I belong, we should stop undue criticism of government. We should organize. Opposition should organize. The youth should organize. Because in a situation where you don't organize, you are bound to agonize. And when you agonize, 2027 is already around the corner. Because yesterday, the FCT Mr. Wike said he will vote Tinubu again, 2027. The union have been blown. So the youth should come together and organize. If you don't organize, you will agonize. That is it. You fail to plan, you are planning.
Down look, but like my son Little Martin Luther told me, he said, Daddy, the worst of Tinubu, he'll be looking at it as it goes. If my son is proving correct, I may take him to Jadela Park. If he's wrong,
Having time to be on this program this evening, but one thing for sure that I want to tell our viewers and listeners from all over the world, that cooperation among the different parties then will be able to push and move this nation forward. Nigeria is a lovely country. We need to do everything possible to make it even more beautiful. Samuel Yohana, professional politician, and of course a publisher and an analyst. So Folorunso, thank you so very much.
It's a pleasure.
we are learning.
Before I go, please, I want to put this call out to Otumba Rufai.
Right.
Please, studio line Otumba Rufai. Send me a text message on the studio line indicating Ehis Agbon. I want to appreciate the production team. The production lead, Sarah Agbon. Thank you so very much. I'm not forgetting Michael Praise, Nifemi Onibiyo,